Hey, today is super exciting for me because this is my first video and it's also the first time I'm uploading to TikTok and it's the first time I'm letting people know that I am non-binary and transgender. So that's pretty exciting and nerve-wracking and also cool. My name is Jules. And it's also the first day I'm starting HRT. So my first time taking estrogen, literally took it about 2 minutes ago. And yeah, I can't wait to see this crazy roller coaster I just got on and everything that happens with it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Stop being a girly man.
So that fellow we just heard from in the first clip, who is becoming a trans non-binary, keep him in mind because we're going to hear from him in just a minute in an updated clip, and it is very interesting. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so this doctor here with the clown mask on is well known internationally for doing these transgender surgeries. She's got a huge TikTok following. She coins these bizarre phrases like yeet the teats. They've nicknamed her Dr. Frankenstein. Well, here she is standing with one of her patients who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman who decided to get his wedding tackle lopped off. And I don't know how well you guys can see it, but he's holding a book that says The New Vagina Manual. What?
Oh, that was the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
All right, let's keep it moving with this perfect example of just how badly TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome, can break someone's brain. You guys talking about the Trump fraud case? Well, Deutsche Bank, the company that loaned Trump the money, and said everything was above board. We sent our own appraisers to his properties. He paid back all the loans. We'd gladly do business with him again. Then he talks about Russia collusion. We all know how that came about. Then he talks about the 2020 election. If anyone out there still thinks the 2020 election was free and fair, I got a bridge to sell you. Roll it.
Okay, let me break it down because I think it gets very hard to track Trump's nefarious financials because it is so hard to comprehend just what a con man he is. If you have $10 in your bank account and you walk into a grocery store and buy $100 worth of groceries and you write a check for $100, that is misrepresenting your funds. That is inflating your value, and it's a crime. If you have $10,000 in the bank account and you go to an open house for $1 million home and you give them a signed, forged, fake document saying you have $1 million and you buy the home, that is inflating the value of your assets and misrepresenting them, and it is obviously a crime. I think it's so hard to comprehend just how big a criminal Donald Trump is because he's doing that to the tune of billions of dollars. And here's what is even more absolutely mind-blowing. He admits it. He is literally telling you in his Truth Social posts, yes, I inflated the value of my assets by billions of dollars. And here's the key. MAGA supporters, to help unlock why you're in this cult. What does Donald Trump give as a defense for why he's admitting to inflating criminally the value of his assets by billions of dollars? Because he says he believes it. He believes he's worth $3 billion, even if he only has $1 billion. In his mind, that's enough. Now do you see how that connects to the big lie about election interference? How he lied about COVID not being a problem at all? How he lied about his entanglement with Russia during the 2016 campaign? Do you see that Donald Trump just says, whatever I believe is enough to be true? And when it comes to bank statements and tax returns, for once, perhaps you can see that it is, in fact, a lie.
You are one dumb son of a bitch.
And listen, I'm not the one that's defending Trump in this fraud case or any of the other nonsense they're talking about. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary, who I'm fairly certain is probably a lifelong Democrat, is defending Trump on CNN and MSNBC and all the other mainstream propaganda networks. When that starts to happen, you know it's a bullshit narrative. Anyway, next up, so remember that fella I told you guys to remember from the first clip? Well, here he is trying to force his 8-year-old daughter to call him mom. What?
This Mother's Day is especially significant for me because it's the first Mother's Day that I am celebrating since coming out as trans and starting HRT. So it's kind of special. At church this Sunday morning, they gave all the moms carnations and letters saying Happy Mother's Day, and I was happy to be a recipient of one of those. I took it home and showed my daughter, and who is 8, and she said, "But you're not a mom." I said, "Well, yes, I am." And she said, "No, you're not." And the reason she said that is because my wife doesn't allow her to call me mom. I'm known as parent. So not dad, not mom, just parent, which seems kind of, makes me sad. I wish she would call me mom, but she doesn't. So I said to her, well, I'm a mom, whether you acknowledge that or not. I am still a mom. And to all of those who are going through a similar situation, I see you. You are valid. If you are trans female and have kids, you're a mom. You're no less a mom than anyone else. Okay, so insist upon your identity. If you are a mom, you are valid. That is who you are. And I hope things change for me. But right now, that's just where my family is at.
What the hell did you just say?
I'm a mom, whether you acknowledge that or not. I am still a mom.
The f*** are you talking about? The f*** are you talking about?
So I know Mother's Day was yesterday, and once again, I hope all of you amazing mothers out there had a fantastic day yesterday. Let's just stick with the Mother's Day theme for one more minute. So in the last clip, we had a father that wants to be a mother. In this clip, we have a mother that wants to be a father. Welcome to Clown World. Roll it.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't actually celebrate Mother's Day. But didn't you give birth to your daughters? That would make you a mother, right? You're right. I did give birth to my daughters. However, I don't identify as a woman, and therefore I don't identify as a mother. My kids actually call me dad, because that's what I am. Don't you think that would be confusing for your kids? Those poor kids. I feel really bad for them. Well, that's all that they've ever known, and they aren't confused because, I keep them educated and I let them know who I am. I also give them a choice as to what they can call me, and they prefer to call me dad because that's how they see me. I also think that it is kind of disrespectful to refer to myself as a mother as somebody who identifies as a man, and it takes away from the experience of mothers, of people who like and want to be acknowledged as a mother. Well, happy Mother's Day anyway, because this is your friendly reminder that just because someone gave birth does not mean that they identify as a mother. And if somebody would prefer not to be wished a happy Mother's Day, just respect that and keep it moving.
I'm the bearded lady, but are you one of the freaks?
Real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. While I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen down. I don't know what the hell this is, but ladies, please try to withstand this fella's mesmerizing and hypnotizing charm. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our great friend Coda320. Coda320 once again, and as always, sir, thank you so much for your kindness, generosity, and support. It is always greatly appreciated. And I say this every time he sponsors a video, but Coda320 is one of those people who keeps my faith in humanity alive. And in times like this, it's good to have those kind of people around. So once again, today's video sponsor is Coda320. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, this is creepy. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
I guess it is a little creepy.
So, a few months ago, I played a viral clip from this fella who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman, where he claimed men love trans women. Well, he seems to be doubling down on that claim in his latest TikTok. Roll it.
I ruffled some feathers. I just think you guys have to be reminded again that men love trans women. The proof's in the pudding, babe. The last time I went viral on conservative YouTube, conservative Twitter, my site subscriptions went through the roof. I had men commenting on my Twitter saying that they were looking for my everywhere. The biggest comment that I got was, they're gay, they're gay. Well, let's ask gay men. Would gay men date me? Answer in the comments below if you're a gay man. If you're not a gay man, you don't get to answer. If you're a gay man, answer if you would date this. In the meantime, check your husband's search history.
This sounds very gay.
All right, next up we have this lovely young lady who says she's in the mood to ruffle some feathers. And by ruffling some feathers, what she means is pissing off white people. Roll it.
I think this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'm in the mood for ruffling feathers. I think some white girls cannot fathom that a girl who's not white can be considered prettier than them.
What did you say?
I think this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'm in the mood for ruffling feathers. I think some white girls cannot fathom that a girl who's not white can be considered prettier than them.
That's just self-centered and racist. You need to shut the f*** up.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Vice President Chlamydia Harris dropping an F-bomb right in the middle of this interview. No, it wasn't spontaneous. She had it planned. She wanted to try to prove to people that she's edgy. However, after she dropped said F-bomb, all she did was cackle uncontrollably. Well, same old Chlamydia Harris. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that fucking door down. Excuse my language.
We're gonna make t-shirts with that saying, kick the fucking door down.
Excuse me, the f*** did you just say?
And then you need to kick that fucking door down. Excuse my language.
Yeah, that's not funny.
And you ain't black.